Welcome to another episode of Follow the Brand TV. I am your host, Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM, a 5-star personal brand and business development company. I want to take you on a journey through another deep dive into the world of personal branding and business development using compelling personal stories, business conversations, and tips to improve your brand. By listening to the Follow the Brand TV series, you will differentiate yourself from the competition and build trust with prospective clients and employers. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Make it one that will set you apart, build confidence, and reflect who you are. Building your 5-star personal brand is a great way to improve your skills and knowledge. If you have any questions for me or any of my guests, please email me at grant.mcgaugh@5starbdm.com. Now, let's begin with our next episode on the Follow the Brand TV.
Five-Star BDM, Brand Development Masters, is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services for the small to mid-sized business and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share business development challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement and operations, digital strategy and transformation, business intelligence, digital marketing, and personal branding. Our business and personal branding company has helped a number of professionals and organizations to optimize and grow. This results in more business, more opportunities, better reach, positive outcomes. Visit www.5starbdm.com today to learn more.
What if you could multiply yourself by 10 without hiring a single extra person? Introducing the AI Accelerator, where Black excellence meets the power of artificial intelligence. This transformative program brings together 6 industry experts, including Grant McGaugh and Angela Reed James, who have achieved real results using AI. You'll master content multiplication, strategic automation, brand amplification, operational excellence, and AI-powered networking. Go from overwhelmed to unstoppable with live training, hands-on practice, and an exclusive community of over 1,000 Black professionals. See live demos, apply proven strategies, and track your progress with measurable results. It all starts November 18th with a free kickoff session streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Limited capacity. Register now and begin your transformation. The cap table is being built.
Welcome, everybody, to the Follow Brand Podcast. This is your host, Grant McGaugh. I'm going to bring it back to where my heart lies, and that is in the world of technology. It is in the world of artificial intelligence and how that is changing our business environment daily, I would say even hourly, maybe by the minute, by the second, in what we are now experiencing in our world. Now, I am a part of the ICABA AI Accelerator program. You're going to see this live coming up on the Thriving Podcast, but this has been engineered by someone no less than Angela Reed James. This is her baby. She has been working with ICABA and the Chief Servant Officer, and that is no other person than Mr. Jerome Hutchinson, better known as Hutch. We call him Hutch. Hutch has been doing great, but he is handing this off to Angela. We've got something very special. We want to enable our business owners, our small business owners, our entrepreneurs around AI. This is very important. So before I get started on this tangent, I want to bring her to the stage. Please introduce yourself, Miss Angela Reed James.
Thank you, Grant, and I'm so honored to be here. I found myself, first of all, I started my company, Angela Reed James Consulting, out of necessity, as many of us do. In August 2023, I found my position, my pretty high level position eliminated with corporate America. And after several hundred applications, decided, okay, I need to pivot and decide what I want to do next. And decided to take all of my years of experience and bring them to small business, to nonprofits, to those organizations who need to know the tools and the tips of efficiency, but can't necessarily afford to hire the bigwigs, the experts. And I wanted to be able to bring them some of those techniques, some of those strategies to help them grow. And aligned with the AI accelerators, because this is going to be a key component to the small businesses, to the entrepreneurs. It is going to be what's going to make them capable and give them the capacity that they need to grow. So I'm really excited about what we're doing because AI is here. AI is now. It's not anything that we can ignore. It's not anything that's going to go away. So you need to learn how to embrace it and utilize it in a way that's going to benefit you the best.
That's so important. And you bring up some great points. And we have some alignment in what you just talked about as part of your past history, working in corporate America, gleaning and getting a lot of great knowledge and wanting to bring that back to some of our small business owners so they can be equipped and grow bigger, scale longer, and actually be more impactful. And I want to ask you this. When you look at the current landscape of entrepreneurship, and the question would be is, why do you believe AI is no longer optional, but essential for Black business owners?
As I said earlier, it's not going away. It's not going anywhere. It's here. But for the Black business owners, it's going to fill the gaps that we have as Black business owners. We don't have the safety nets that most larger businesses have. We don't have the larger budgets. We often don't have the larger staffs. We are trying to scale up. We're trying to run our businesses. We're trying to move forward without all of the resources that the bigger, larger corporations have. And so AI enables us to fill some of those gaps. You don't have a marketing team. You don't have that strategist. You don't have that executive administrator. You don't have that project manager. AI has the capability to fill all of those positions for you without you having to fill them with payroll. You're able to utilize AI, and there's various tools of AI to use. Many people know ChatGPT, but there is a gamut of tools that fill all of those different areas that you can use to give you that full team that you need to grow your business, to scale your business. You can use it to bounce ideas off of. So it is exactly what the startup business needs, what the growing business needs, what that long-term business needs when they're trying to reinvent themselves. It is that singular tool without the huge payroll and budget that will afford you the capability and capacity to move forward.
That's so important what you just laid out. This is a changing landscape. We just talked about, both of us, just a little bit like, hey, we've both gone through downsizing. Mm-hmm. There will be massive downsizing during this shift into an AI-driven economy. Not because you're no longer valuable, you're just going to have to reshape your value in a different way as you bring it to the table. I don't want people, this is an analogy I thought of last week, when we're looking to build, we're looking to scale, is that we're not reinventing a taxi company in a Uber-driven world.
Right.
I'm going to say that again. We're not going to reinvent a taxi company in a Uber-driven world. So we need to address some of these common myths, these common fears, as we hear some of these things coming from, and I've heard a lot from Black professionals around using AI, this is going to replace me. Hey, this is, inauthentic. It's not human. How do we keep people focused, and how do you specifically help them to shift from fear to ownership?
Some of the bigger fears, and I have people who have said, well, I'm not a real techie person. it's not about the technology. And that's one thing that we keep having to say. AI covers every level of where you are. And that's one of the few tools that you don't have to have a great learning curve to use it. From the minute you log into certain AI tools, you can begin using it. When you upload or open up a chat GPT, the first thing it says is, ask me a question. And once you ask it the question, you're up and running. From day one, you begin to see the benefits. So that's the whole thing about it. Be curious, play with it, ask it a question and see what it gives you back. And from that question, and this is the great thing about it, machine learning, which is a technical terminology, machine learning is simply it continuing to learn based on the inputs and the outputs and the inputs again. So the more you train your dragon, the more you feed it, the more it learns who you are and is able to respond in kind. So you need to just talk to it like you talk to somebody else. Now, I know people get a little nervous when you're asking me to develop a relationship with technology, but this is why it's important to humanize AI, because it removes that fear factor of it being just another machine or just more technology. When you humanize it, then you find that it becomes a partner that enhances your own value. It's going to help remove that busy task work that you hate to do so that you can focus on being the genius that you are. It can replace your busyness, but it can't replace your specific genius.
I'm glad you said it just like that. It doesn't replace you. It takes the friction out of your business. And that's what you got to look at. I would advise our business owners, look at it as workflow. What can I do within my workflow that I can now automate, that I can either speed up, I can take off my plate, and really focus on the things that generate revenue and value for the community that you are serving, right? Let's take
Exactly.
that. Everybody gets the same 24 hours a day. How do you utilize that 24 hours? So that's what I like to take back. Step back, take a look at what you are truly doing in your business. And that, if it's you, take a look at yourself. If it's your team, take a look at your team. What exactly are they doing that's limiting them from being more productive, being more efficient? That can then free up time, at the same time, free up revenue generating activities, because that's really what you want to be doing. And I like what you said earlier about the human dimension. Most deals, whether they are in person or virtual, are done by human to human interactions. You want to get to that level as quickly as possible, because no matter how sophisticated AI really is, it is not human. So it's not going to replace the human dimension. And I understand this in the stack, and I talk about this at length in some of my talks, is that AI is very good at data. It's very good at information. Where right now it's not very good at is context. Context means knowledge and it means wisdom. That needs the human factor. You need to give it that factor so it can take data information and repurpose it, whether it's in the form of text, in the form of audio, the form of video, in order to scale and 10x what you do, which is your wisdom and your knowledge. Applied wisdom and knowledge is so important. I see this as a leveling of the playing field, because now we have all access to capability. We have access to knowledge that we didn't have before in a moment's notice. So my question for you, Angela, is this: how do you see this? And take your whole context of what you've seen up until this point, working in corporate America, seeing what the landscape looks like from the Black entrepreneurial world. How do you see AI leveling the playing field or giving back Black entrepreneurs a competitive edge when used wisely?
Part of the challenges that we've had as Black entrepreneurs, as Black business owners, and even as individuals in Black corporate America is we haven't always been invited into the room. we haven't always had a seat at the table. I remember when I was working with a coach, one of the things she said was, and she repeated this quote from someone else is, when you don't have a seat at the table, you build your own table. And in my own stubbornness, my first response was, well, why should I have to build a table? There's a table there and I deserve a seat there. Well, that very well may be true. But if they don't offer you a seat, if they don't make room for you, you don't have a seat there. What AI does is it says, okay, you don't have a seat there. You have to build your own table. I'm going to give you all of the tools you need to build that table without you having to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a whole contracting team together to do it. When I say it fills the gaps and gives you the capacity that you don't have, that's exactly what it does. It enables those of us in entrepreneurship to have the team so that we can enter into spaces that we normally would not be able to do because we wouldn't have the capacity, we wouldn't have the time, we wouldn't have the bandwidth, and we wouldn't have the support that we needed to bring to the table the level of excellence that pushes us into that space. We all know that once we're given the right tools, we create our own opportunity. And once we've given that tools and we've created that opportunity, no one does it better than us. We just simply need to have the tools, the capacity, and the ability. And we don't always have the budget. And with AI, you don't always have to have that budget because you now have the team without the budget.
That's true. And the economy is changing.
Yeah.
The business platform is changing. The business landscape is changing, meaning I don't always need to have a W-2 employee. I can have a 1099, I have contractors, other people that are experts in their field. One thing I've learned, and you've alluded to this in AI, is that it shows you what you don't know. Like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not the best at marketing, but I can market up to a certain degree. And I want people to really hone in what I'm saying. You can be able to do certain things, what I call DIY, do it yourself. You can get to a certain degree. You can use Canva, let's say. Canva is another tool. A lot of people are familiar with it to do some marketing for you, make flyers, to make content for you, make visual dimensions. And then you'll begin to understand yourself, when do you need to level up? When do you need a professional, a graphic designer? And I tell you, people that, oh, I'm going to be displaced, I'm a graphic designer, ChatGPT, W2, they can do that. They can only do it to a certain degree.
Right.
And if you need that, and that fulfills what you need for what you for what's important, the messaging that you're going to cross, then do that. But when you need to level up, you need to know how to then talk to a graphic designer, give them enough information to where they're like, this is great. I don't have to pull teeth from you, to understand what it is that you're looking to do. Now you've leveled up the knowledge base across the platform to where professionally we can all work together. This is very important. So we're not replacing the graphic designer, we're actually uplifting. It's like, wow, I get your vision now. We're going to see, I call the renaissance of content creation that's going to take place because of these types of things. And what you talked about from a business perspective, the language of business is finance. That's the language of business. And you can upscale yourself to understand, what is that language like? How do I take what I do from an operational standpoint, even a marketing standpoint, and then talk in financial terms and utilizing my AI platforms to help me, because I might not be at that level, right? So that's access to capital, that's access to capability. And you've kind of talked about how you feel some of those organizational gaps with AI. I want to ask you this, in your view, what are 3 things a Black entrepreneur can start doing today to begin integrating AI into their business without needing a technical expert?
What are 3 things? First of all, just start. We tend to kind of hesitate or delay because we feel we don't know. Well, I'll start as soon as I get more information. I'll start as soon as I do. You don't have to do that with AI. And what I said earlier is really true. The minute you log on, you can start. So that's the first thing. Pick it up and start. Start thinking about what you want to do, how you want to use it, what you need to do. Just pick it up and start with the simple things. Use AI as a brainstorming partner. Ask it questions, explore ideas, help it to make you draw out a plan. Feel it, and that's the great thing about AI. You can speak to it with jumbled ideas. You don't have to format it and make it plain. Just type in your random thoughts as you're thinking them, and it will spit it back out to you, organize, format it, and say, hey, here's a business plan. Hey, here's how you can organize this. Hey, here's what you need to do, and here's what you're possibly looking for. Do you want me to format it this way? Do you want me to format it that way? So it's a good sparring partner for your ideas. And then finally, it'll help you use it to build your brand voice. I spoke earlier about training your dragon. When you're building your business, when you're utilizing your business, what's the most important thing, and Grant, I know that this is part of what you do, is building your brand. People need to recognize who you are. And your brand is not just your logo. It's not just what you do. It's not just the name of your organization. It is the holistic collection of all of those things, plus you, plus your voice, plus how you speak, plus your customer, and what you want your customers to feel and think about when they see your name, when they see communications from you. And AI can learn that and continue to reinforce that and continue to speak that, and you teach it how to do that. And it continues to say, building on your brand, let's do this. And building on your brand, let's do that. And it brings you so much more information to further enhance that. I want to go back to a point you said earlier when you talked about when you finally have to go to experts. And this is very important. So often, because we don't know, we often go to experts very empty-handed. And we say, we don't know what's going on. We need help here. And a lot of them say, well, what do you want to do? What are you trying to do? And we kind of get sold more bells and whistles than we need. We end up paying for more than we have to. We don't get exactly what we need, but we trust the experts because we don't really know what we need. AI will help you nail down exactly what you're looking for and what you need at that time. So when you go to that expert, you can say, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I need. This is what I need from you. And this is only what I want you to help me with. That's a whole budgeting concept that helps you continue to stay focused, to stay targeted, and to stay aligned and not be oversold or underwhelmed when you go to the expert.
Absolutely. You get alignment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly what it is that you want. And on the other side of the ball, they're not delivering something that is off the mark. That's happened so many times. Like, this is not what I was looking for. Like, oh, now you got to go back to the drawing board to a certain degree. So that very much helps. Now we are going to be doing a webinar podcast that's coming up. This is the second one in this series because this is so important. We're not just talking about AI or adopting AI. We're going to actually show you what to do, how to adopt this kind of technology. Talk to me about why this is so important to you and what will people get out of attending this particular podcast?
One thing that we've talked about in the AI Accelerators group is what I've lovingly named the Accelerators Edge and what makes our group different. There is no shortage of hundreds and thousands now of people popping up saying, in order for you to understand AI, you need me to show you how to use it. You need me to help you. You can't use it without me. AI. That's a fear factor that I feel is being pushed through. And I feel that it's telling people You're limited in how you can use it until you get an expert to come in and show you how to use it. That's not our direction. That's not our goal. Our goal is to go to our community and help empower them to utilize AI in the way that will benefit them the most. We want AI, we want them to understand how to utilize AI intentionally to increase their own personal value. We want them to understand that we are here to partner with them. We are here to show them this is how you can use this. We want them to see the benefit in using AI. And we want them to understand that we are trying to shift and build AI so that it fits us. It's no secret that AI and that the origination of the data that was built into it was built on a bias. It's no secret. It's commonly known. It may not be commonly stated, but it's commonly known. All of the data that was put in based on information that's out there. So there is a tilt that is not fully representing the Black voice. It's not fully representing the Black intelligence. It's not fully representing the Black experience. So how do we correct that? Some of it we're not going to correct. There's too much data embedded in it. The very programming, and Grant, you helped educate me on that. The very programming of the system is that we won't be able to undo it, but we can build our own. And that's part of what the AI accelerators is really about, building our own. And that's one thing that in the Black community, we've got to continue to push for. We don't have to always just accept what's put out there for us. We can and are capable of building our own for us, by us. That FUBU concept is something we have got to continue to push forward because it then truly represents who we are. It celebrates who we are. It acknowledges who we are. And then it works best for what we want to do.
Absolutely. Man, you're speaking to the choir right here. You know, this is exactly what we have to get involved. I think personally, I think we kind of slept on some of the internet, social media, cloud computer era. We just weren't that involved. Now, if you go to social media, like, wow, I see a lot of Black people on social media. They are, but are we creating the content? I mean,
Right.
creating the applications for the content.
Yeah.
That's so important. When you look at right now, look at the stock market, look at the major companies on the stock market. This was only created in the last 10, 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Are digital technology companies, your Apples, your Microsofts, your eBays, your Ubers. I mean, you can go on and on. They lead and dominate in this space. NVIDIA dominates because of where their chipset in the infrastructure world. You know, a lot of people they're like, what stock should I get involved in? This technology is what's taking place. We're moving from all the way from the agricultural age, the manufacturing age, what I would call the information technology age, into intelligent technology age.
Yeah.
This is a big shift. If we are on the sidelines of this, it will not be good. We have to get involved with this shift and be intentional about it, right? And be creative about it. Because one thing I know about our people, we're very creative. Now, how are we going to utilize that creativity, right? We've got to put it out there. So now these engines, these algorithms, and these kinds of things starts pulling that data from us. And then it starts, you know what? I can now emulate. I'm starting to understand where Grant and Angela are coming from. Let's get that kind of content, available to them. So you don't always have to then go back. And I'm telling you, to your point, I use AI probably every day, and I have to go back and retrain it. Like, okay, great, what you put together. Now let's put some African American experience to this.
Sure.
Like, wow.
Sure.
Like there's all kinds of ethnicities out here. There's all kinds of cultures out here.
Yeah.
Not one type. So I don't know how that always get put out first.
Yeah.
But we need to understand, like, okay, I get it. That's who built it. But we manage it, right? And without our input, it does not continue to go forward. So I'm very, very excited about this upcoming AI accelerator,
Yeah.
We're not just, we're going to talk about it, we're going to introduce some of our experts in this field, and then you
Mhm.
have the opportunity to actually level up. We're going to be doing this in 2026. Like, okay, I know I need help. Remember what I said? I know I need help in these particular areas. How can I get the knowledge and experience from people who get it, and then I feel comfortable with, then I can take my business to the next level. Would you agree with that?
I would 100% agree. Not only are you going to see all of that, but we're actually going excited to have a demo by one of our accelerated teammates who actually built a tool. So we're going to get to see that. And the good thing about the collective force of the AI Accelerator team is all of the different superpowers that are present in that team, right? You have some who are gifted in demystifying it. I do not consider myself the most technologically mastering of the group, but I am the one that has the common knowledge aspect of it. I was always the person that knew enough to break the technology and then rebuild it back about 85%, or at least speak the language between the techie and the customer service person and let them know what was happening. You have people who understand where to start from the beginning. You have people who are able to speak to the expert that's been building it from the beginning. We have someone for everybody in that team to speak to every level of where you are and what you're trying to do. And that's what we enjoy about it, to sit in our conversations and hear how we bounce off of each other and the different ideas that come together in that room. It's just an exciting time. And we are excited to be able to bring that knowledge to our broader community and say, look, this is what we can do and what we are doing. We're not just talking about it. We are doing it. We are changing the conversation. We're not going to keep having the same conversation. We're having a new conversation. We're changing it. We are doing it. We are building it. We are owning it.
100%. I want to see a 10x change in GDP for African Americans in America. We're right now around 1.2 trillion. I think we can 10x that to 10 trillion
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah.
It's about being intentional and understanding and getting the knowledge and the experience that we need. Also, the access. So important to get the access. And I will state this so that our business community truly understands tech of itself is useless. Tech
Mhm.
that actually enables you to accomplish a goal is valuable, right?
Absolutely.
So I use technology to enhance personal branding, to enhance business development, and to enhance investment banking. That is a tool that's utilized to amplify my skill sets,
Mhm.
right? That is so important, and then refine my mindset. And if I can use it for those types of things, it's very, very important. I was talking to a Harvard professor, I believe it was last week. I said, before you really had to attend Harvard to get access to some of the curriculum and coursework and what was taught within these classrooms. He said, yep, you're right. Now I can get Harvard grade information, knowledge,
Yeah.
and experience from these tech-enabled tools. Whether it's
Yeah.
AI tech tool, these YouTubes out there, there's so much information. There's no longer that say, well, I just can't get access to the know-how. Like, no, you have to be
Mhm.
intentional about it. If you're really
Yeah.
intentional about it, yes, you can. And then what we're doing is bringing that as an aggregate, this AI Accelerator as an aggregate. I can go here and really upskill myself. And I encourage everyone to bring a use case. Bring a use case.
Yeah.
This is how my business operates. And I will say this emphatically. It's about understanding your workflow, how your business operates from top of funnel all the way to the fulfillment, and then the reactivation of that clientele to understand that flow, and then where you can engage AI within that particular methodology. That's going to get you a lot further than generically throwing some AI out there. This is one of the biggest mistakes you're seeing right now, even with agentic AI. Oh, that's cool. I can make a duplicate of Grant McGaw, throw him out there. That's all great and fine. But what messaging are you coming across?
Yes.
And what are you doing? And is this moving the needle forward from the value scale? Right. So for those that don't know when the AI Accelerator is taking place, please, Angela, tell us how to tune in.
So we will be having our kickoff event November 18th. That is this coming Tuesday at 11 a.m. If you check in on Grant's LinkedIn, you can check in on my LinkedIn. You will see the post. You can click on that post for the invite. 11 a.m. There we will be on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Facebook, and also a StreamYard guest link event. So there's numerous ways that you can tune in to us. You can also look at the Thriving TV channel on ICABA TV. That's ICABA TV. So you can Google that, and you can look at our first event that happened on October 24th or 5th, I believe it was, and check out the first one that we did so that you can see our opening session that leads into this one. And we are just really, really excited about this upcoming event and really want you to tune in and check out what's going on. You will not be disappointed.
And for those of us who are not familiar with ICABA and the ICABA community, the ICABA network, tell us more about the organization itself.
Absolutely. ICABA is a universal Black ecosystem. It was founded by Jerome Hutchinson and his late wife about 14 years ago. And what he wanted to do was to build a global ecosystem, like I said, of Black professionals, Black entrepreneurs who could come together and network, to collaborate, to coordinate, to celebrate together, and to grow. He wants these Black professionals to prosper through networking, through interactions. Each year, ICABA sponsors Black Professionals Month, which happens throughout the month of October. We just came out of it. I'm still recovering from that. But what it does is it celebrates our Black professionals, our Black entrepreneurs, our Black organizations or organizations who are supporting people of color. And it really does look at this ecosystem of people, and we link arms and we work together to support one another and interact with one another. And that's why the AI Accelerators Group was born, to bring the technology arm into this ecosystem of support. There are other groups. There's a leadership collective that's coming out of this group, and several others that are going to be born as groups inside of this ICABA network that's helping to bring our Black community together as a whole, to support, to interact, to grow, to collaborate as a collective and continue to build. We have people in throughout several continents. In Africa, we have people in the UK, in Canada, and in the States who are working together to make this a wonderful, great community. And again, you can go to icabaworldnetwork.com for more information.
Awesome. It will be, if it's not already, the largest online Black professional community in the world. This is where you can come and really get a leg up in your business endeavors. This is so important. Now I have just one more question. I've got to ask you this question because I asked my guest this question. This is called real-time feedback, right? Angela, this is your first time on the Follow Brand podcast. How was your experience?
My experience was wonderful. This is my first time ever, Grant, doing a podcast on my own. Ever. So thank you for this introduction. And it's been very comfortable, very warm. You are a wonderful interviewer. You make people feel very comfortable, very warm, very thought-provoking questions. I'm honored to be your guest. It's been an honor and a pleasure working with you so closely. I have enjoyed your insight, have learned so much from you, but this is a great venue. And I pray that you continue to move forward with this, that it begins to explode beyond measure, because it is definitely what is needed in our community and beyond.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to thank you, and I want to thank your entire community, your entire network for being a guest on the Funnel Brand Podcast. And also, you've got to tune in to Thriving Podcast. It is going to be live this Tuesday, November 18th, 11 a.m. Eastern to 12:30. You get to ask questions. Bring yourself to the table, and let's all eat together as we get ready for this Thanksgiving, because, got me hungry right now thinking about this. So thanks again for being a guest on the show. You can tune in to all the episodes of Funnel Brand at 5-Star BDM. That is the number 5. That is star, STAR, B for brand, D for development, Infomasters.com. Thanks again for being on the show.
Thank you, Grant.
You're welcome.
Man, who's your favorite podcaster? Man, Grant, man. I love Grant's podcast. Well, who's Grant? I'm going to send you the link. I love Grant.
I love the interview. I've done a lot of these, and this is a great one. It's always great to talk to people who know what they're doing, and it's clear you're a great host, and you've done this many times before.
I feel great that we're having this conversation here. Met a new person in business who I previously didn't know.
It was an amazing podcast. Grant is an amazing interviewer. I learned a lot.
Really enjoyed this. Great questions, great talk track. Super appreciate you having me on. It's been a very fun episode to talk about a lot of things that I don't always get to dive into. So this has been a fantastic conversation.
I wouldn't be where I am here today, of course, not on this stage. However, not in my current business projection and my current business model without working with you.
The difference between influence and legacy, it's the platform that carries your voice. You're not visible because you lack talent. You're visible because your brand doesn't speak. I've built 5-Star BDM to change that. Most leaders have the expertise, but not the presence, the vision, but not the vehicle. Across 3 cities, one brand is helping leaders rise above the noise. Here in the heart of Omaha, strategy isn't left to chance. It's engineered with precision. In Omaha, we engineered your Zachner brand, AI-powered, data-driven, precise. TISA went from a local nonprofit to a national speaker in 90 days. We don't guess your brand strategy, we build it. On the shores of St. Croix, your brand takes on depth and meaning, shaped through curated retreats and legacy experiences. In St. Croix, strategy becomes soul. Our retreats don't just refine your message, they rediscover your mission. One founder rewrote his entire company story here. Funding followed 30 days later. This is where leaders remember who they were meant to be. In Vibrant Miami, momentum meets amplification, transforming your voice into a movement. In Miami, your brand becomes a movement. Business development accelerators, audience building. Joy came with an old website and an outdated company name, but she left with 5,000 followers and a waiting list. This is where you scale with soul. 3 cities, 1 mission. Your legacy ignited. It started with a thread. Let's pull it together. Stop blending and start leading. 5-Star BDM, where legacy is engineered, embodied, and ignited. Visit 5starbdm.com and book your brand audit today.
The 5-Star BDM LinkedIn Social Selling course can help you stand out and attract the right connections and opportunities. We will help you professionally create your profile, provide personalized recommendations for improvement, and help you create and share engaging content to help you showcase your skills and expertise. Our 5-step course makes connecting with industry experts, finding job opportunities, and building meaningful relationships easy. Social selling can be an effective way for you to generate leads and close deals, but it does have its challenges. our course will help you solve the problems associated with digital networking. If you need help personalizing your outreach and messaging, which can lead to low response rates and a lack of engagement. If you need help targeting the right prospects, this course is for you. With so much noise on social media, it can be challenging to cut through the clutter and get your message in front of the right people. Our course will personalize your messaging using our targeting tools and research. You can identify and reach the right prospects. We will also show how to deliver high quality, valuable content that attracts and engages prospects and clients. The 5-star BDM LinkedIn social selling course will address these challenges by implementing best practices. As a result, you can improve your social selling efforts and generate better results. Are you looking to improve your LinkedIn profile and reach a wider audience? Social selling is an effective way for you to generate leads and close deals, but it does have its challenges. Some common problems we saw with social selling include lack of visibility. If your profile is not optimized or you're not actively participating in groups or sharing content, it can be difficult to get noticed on LinkedIn. Number 2, lack of personalization. Some businesses struggle with personalizing their outreach and messaging, which can lead to low response rates and a lack of engagement. Also, difficulty targeting the right prospects. It can be difficult to identify and target the right prospects on social media, especially if you don't have access to robust targeting tools. And number 4, outdated content. If your LinkedIn profile or content is not up to date, it can give the impression that you're not actively engaged on the platform or that your skills and experience are not current. And lastly, poor quality content and not leveraging video and picture to convey ideas. To solve these problems, the 5-star BDM LinkedIn Optimization Social Selling Video course will help you focus on personalizing your outreach and messaging to better connect with prospects. In module number 1, the foundation, we will help you create high quality, valuable profile that will attract and engage. In module 2, the story, optimizing your LinkedIn profile to make sure it is complete, accurate, and visually appealing. In module number 3, the experience, using your targeting tools and research to identify and reach out to the right prospects. In module number 4, engagement, establishing a consistent follow-up process to nurture leads and build relationships over time. And lastly, in number 5, execution. Understand the metrics to help you measure your brand effectiveness. By addressing these challenges and implementing best practices, you will improve your social selling with the 5-star BDM LinkedIn Optimization Social Selling course. Listen to what others have said about 5-star BDM.
Grant, I'll tell you why I'm here, right? I'm here because I love your brand. When we started chatting on LinkedIn, we connected. I checked you out and I go, man, this guy knows what he's talking about.
You were definitely instrumental in helping to shape that knowledge of who I am. Because at first I thought, well, I am an actress. I am a writer. I am a producer. I am a speaker. And so I said, well, I must be a creative communicator. I know that there is a narrative thread here, but you nailed it when you said you are a storyteller. So you brought it all together in this cohesive title.
Sign up today to improve your social selling opportunities.
For decades, artificial intelligence was a silent force, known only to scholars, engineers, and the world's most powerful minds. Flickering images of clunky computers and early robots remind us of AI's humble beginnings, But in 2022, everything changed. The world met ChatGPT, a groundbreaking leap in AI technology that captured global attention and imagination. Social media exploded with headlines proclaiming, "AI is taking over, and the future is now." AI was no longer just a concept, it was a reality. But the evolution didn't stop there. Enter Agentic AI, an intelligence that doesn't just answer questions but takes action. This new wave of AI is reshaping our world in ways we never imagined. Agentic AI represents a monumental shift. It is intelligence that reasons, makes decisions, and propels us forward without waiting for permission. Imagine AI that monitors a patient's vitals in a hospital room, generates real-time financial insights in a corporate boardroom, and seamlessly transitions customer service chats to human representatives. This is not the future. It is happening now. Mandeep Maini, speaking with unwavering conviction, emphasizes, this isn't the future. It's happening now. AI that makes decisions. AI that reasons. AI that moves us forward without waiting for permission. Her words echo the transformative power of agentic AI, urging us to recognize the profound changes unfolding before our eyes. Grant McGaw adds, this changes everything. Business, healthcare, our daily lives. Are we even ready for this? The impact of agentic AI is vast and far-reaching. From AI-generated stock market predictions to AI-assisted MRI scans, the technology is revolutionizing industries and challenging our understanding of control and autonomy. As we stand on the brink of this technological revolution, we must ask ourselves, will we control AI or will it control us? In a futuristic lab, a robotic eye processes trillions of data points. Join Grant McGaw and Mandeep Maini in this electrifying episode of the Follow the Brand podcast, where the past, present, and future of AI collide. The revolution is here. Are you listening?
That's a really important question and consideration when it comes to adoption. How will we go about it? A very important aspect of AI implementation, and that's where I focus my work on, is AI adoption in healthcare specifically, is preparing the workforce.
Are you searching for a website that truly reflects your mission and vision? The 5-star BDM website services portfolio, led by Grant McGaw, transforms ideas into impactful digital platforms for personal brands, nonprofits, and small businesses. Each project in our portfolio tells a unique story. From JADICC, a infection control expert organization with professional polish, to Ekaba World Community, a dynamic hub for events and memberships, and Pink Lotus Project, empowering women with donation and program features, every site is crafted using our Brave branding framework and mobile-first development. Our portfolio is more than a gallery. It highlights project context, purpose, and measurable outcomes. We demonstrate brand consistency, strategic user experience, and deliver results that build trust and drive engagement. A world-class portfolio proves capability, sets you apart from competitors, and positions you as an authority. It is your most trusted sales tool and reputation asset. Ready for a website that leads with purpose? Book a discovery consultation or request a brand audit today. What if leadership wasn't about titles, but trials? What if your breakthrough lay beyond fear? In First Light, The Brave Path to Authentic Leadership, embark on a journey of courage, truth, and purpose. Face the wolf. Hear first thunder. Wield the sword and shield. This is more than a book. It's a calling. Are you ready for First Light? Your story is powerful. Your brand is valuable. Your business deserves to be seen, heard, and followed. The Black Business Olympics has given you the stage, showcasing Black entrepreneurs speaking on stage, networking, and leading their businesses. Now, let's take your business even further. With the Black Business Olympics logo and clips of past events and inspiring speakers, we celebrate the power of visibility and the impact of your unique story. Introducing 5-Star BDM's exclusive video creation services designed to transform your Black Business Olympics appearance into a powerful marketing tool. Our dynamic approach includes behind-the-scenes shots of video editing, branding consultations, and social media marketing. We take your business story and turn it into a high-impact video that attracts clients, builds trust, and opens doors to new business opportunities. With polished content, testimonials, and high-energy graphics, your brand will shine brighter than ever. Our process is simple and effective. Step 1. We extract the best moments from your Black Business Olympics speech. Step 2. We craft a compelling branded video with your business details, call to action, and testimonials. Step 3. You receive ready-to-share professional content for social media, websites, and email marketing. With our AI-enhanced video marketing strategies, your message reaches the right audience at the right time, so your business grows while you lead. Hear from successful entrepreneurs who have worked with 5-Star BDM. After working with 5-Star BDM, my brand awareness skyrocketed. My Black Business Olympics talk became my #1 lead generator. The video they created gave me the confidence to pitch my business to major investors. Game-changing service. These testimonials showcase the transformative power of our services and the success that follows. Your business is your legacy. Your story matters. Let's make it unforgettable. Use your videos to land deals, grow your online presence, and dominate your industry. The message is clear. Get your custom video today. Visit 5starbdm.com. 5-Star BDM. We build 5-star brands that people will follow. Are you ready to be next? Email Black Business Network for your special pricing. Healthcare is evolving rapidly, and future leaders must adapt swiftly. Dr. Sandra Dunbar Smalley shares her journey from clinician to chief learning officer, highlighting the essence of modern leadership. Transitioning from the clinical floor to the executive suite requires more than just expertise. Dr. Dunbar Smalley emphasizes that leadership today isn't about having all the answers. It's about fostering environments where innovation, learning, and human connection can thrive. While mentors provide invaluable guidance, sponsors are crucial for creating opportunities. Dr. Dunbar Smalley underscores the importance of both in navigating the path to leadership. Many leaders, including Dr. Dunbar Smalley, experience imposter syndrome. Yet, they continue to step forward, embracing challenges and growing through them. Discover the 3 pillars transforming healthcare leadership: leading self, leading others, and leading results. These principles guide leaders in creating impactful change. Don't just listen, lead. Subscribe now to Follow the Brand podcast.
Sometimes when you have a particular skill set, you may not even feel you can move in different avenues, but someone will see that. So I think there are 2 camps of people: those that really want to climb that ladder and they're very eager to do it. And then there are those that I call the reluctant leader, where doors may be open and you have to choose whether you're going to go into them. And so I'm in that second camp where I've really just accepted and felt very blessed that people have said, I'd like to give you this opportunity.
Hey everyone, it's Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a superconnector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road. providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming.
Tune in for our next show or click on our website at www.firestarbdm/followthebrandtv. Thank you.